Okay, literally, holy, holy day 33. You know what happened today? Do you know what happened today in day 33? Would you like to see? Happy day 33. Look at it. I don't even have my candles lit. I don't even have my mood going. Hold on. Because I just worked a 13-hour shift. And you know what kept me going? You know what kept me just stimulated outside of seeing one of my old crushes? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's another thing about fasting that they don't tell you about. People start getting brought back into your life like clockwork. I see somebody from my past almost every day, and that could be an old mailman, that could be a previous crush, that could be some people you have unfinished business with. It comes full-fledged when you are doing a fast because you are training your body not to be in resistance. So the universe is testing you like, oh, you don't want to be in resistance? Okay, what about this person who did this to you all those years ago? What about how do you feel when you see them in the grocery store? Are you going to talk to them? Are you going to run for them? Are you going to feel energetically charged in some way? Are you going to have some type of reaction? Are you still reactive to that person? Oh, yes, sweetheart, it's all coming. It's all coming. But today I was not expecting. Today, something glorious happened. You want to see? If you're squeamish, I won't take it personal. I won't take it personal. But the whole point of doing a 40-day cleanse, 40-day fast, outside of getting closer to God, outside of recalibrating your nervous system, outside of finally, I wouldn't say it was releasing. What's another word I can use? Not sacrificing, but willing to give your addiction. You're willing to trade off your addiction for a better quality of life. That's basically what's happening. So if you if you're squeamish, look away, okay? And then come back in like 5 seconds, okay? Look at what came out of my body. And this is not even half of it. Came out this morning right before I went to work. Something told me like, you should use the restroom. And I'm like, I use the restroom at, work. It's all good. But something told me like, literally sit your ass down and use the restroom. I was like, okay. So I sit down, have a regular, morning hallelujah. And then I was like, I was like, I feel like something's so attached to me. I was like, this was weird. It feels weird. You don't think something's attached to you. You just like, why did I feel like weird? Especially when you go to like clean yourself. It's like, is there something back there? What the heck? So yeah, so look away if you're squeamish. This is what came out of my body. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Can you? Oh, it can't focus. It's probably good. It's probably good that it looks like an alien. Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what that is? Hmm? Do you know what this is? Look, it's today. I took it at home. Right there. It's at home at whatever. What time? 7:44 this morning. That's a demon. Look on the end of it. On the end of it, it's an actual worm. Can you see that? It's an actual worm. It's an actual parasite. Can you believe that? Okay, if you're squeamish, I'm done. I'm done showing. I'm done showing. That came out of my body. And before that, I got all of its little cousins, little Ray Ray in them. That's the whole point of this. I was ready to do this cleanse for 100 days if I need to. If I don't get spiritual enlightening, if I don't get spiritual enlightening by this time, I'm going to keep going. No, I like that I'm being challenged to face everything I've run from, everything I have numbed out from, everything I have suppressed. And this is with all these news are coming, it's coming together. And I feel like the universe is just gauging how you react to certain things. Like, I just found out the owner of my home is going to be renting out another room, so I don't have the house to myself anymore. I'm like, what? I've mainly lived alone outside of my marriage. I've mainly lived alone for majority of my life. What a transition. I'm like, oh, that must mean something bad is coming, or it's gonna put a fire under my butt. Like, I think this is a point in time where I need community. And come to find out, the girl that's moving in, they told me as I was going to work. I was like, "What? Is the house even ready? Is it my dog is there? Like, do they like dogs?" Like, oh my gosh. How crazy is it that the woman who's moving in has the same name as my dog? Her name is Raj too. Synchronicities like this, it just starts to happen and it's so wild. I did a contract work today and at one of the stores I go to frequently. So I saw people that um I typically see, but I've actually gotten to create rapport with them because I spent like 12 hours there today. And one come to find out, the director of the whole entire store, I used to play volleyball with him. And I think I had a minor crush on him just because how we were the only ones that would talk mess on the court. And we were the most dangerous on the court. So it's a frequency of just like I think maybe it's just confidence or just entertainment. And he used to think I was the most entertaining. I think he thought I was the most entertaining thing on the court because I like to get into your psyche. I like to get you in your psyche. You know, you can be pattering and working as hard as you can. As soon as your psyche breaks, sweetheart, you're gonna play at the level you prepared for. You are going to play at your floor. You're gonna play at the floor of what you're capable for when the psyche is gone. When I'm in your head. But anywho, so I had that come up, and I haven't seen him in like 6 years, and I was like, "Wait," I heard him yell something, and I was like, "Why does that voice sound familiar?" Like, athletes know, when you hear somebody yell, you can recognize somebody. And it was so awesome, but tell me, why did I chicken out talking to I thought I just assume people readily recognize me, so I expect, especially a man, I'm not gonna go up to a man, sorry, but especially I stand out in Idaho, so people typically recognize me before I recognize them. Not trying to toot my own horn, but that's just how it is. And he didn't readily recognize me. It was in passing, of course, and then I was talking to one of the, general managers, and I was like, "What's the name of the district guy? What's the name of the district, or the director of the store?" And they're like, "Oh, it's blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Oh, yes." I used to play volleyball with him, and it's been years, but he was always so good, and it was so much fun to play with him. He has dad energy, like dad energy, but he also talks mess, so I love it. I've always felt safe around him. And girl, I just did not know how to conduct myself. I was just like, oh. She was like, oh, let me call him. Hey, bud, you interested in playing some volleyball? I was like, no. And then we turned the corner, and he's right there. Girl, why did I just keep on walking? And I turned back, and the girl was like the general manager was like, "Oh, you wanna go play some volleyball?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I just kept walking. I was like, this is not my type, girl." I didn't see him for the rest of the day being chicken out. Who knows what coulda came of that connection, but I truly believe if it's meant to be, another opportunity will come, and obviously I know where he works. Women, I don't encourage being a creep, but if it naturally happens, like, you know, how wonderful. I was like, "Ooh, he could probably give me a little corporate job up in Albertsons. You know my work ethic, boy. You know what I do. You know what I do in the court." Another thing, I had another woman from a different company come and like help out, and uh we immediately just clicked. And it's so funny that she was so fascinated about juice cleanses. Like, she knew all about the protocol, she knew about psyllium husk, she knew about, the clay, she just knew about the process, and she's like, "I have been searching for a reason to really go all in." She's like, the synchronicities are just they get insane sometimes. And I was like, "Girl, can I show you something?" I'd already told her what group I was in, who I was being coached by, the awesome people that I get to be accountable with. And I was like, "You want to see what came out of me today?" How she was just yeah. She was just excited. She's like, "I've only seen this on the internet. I've never actually seen somebody face to face and show me that this actually comes out." I'm like, "Girl, it's real. Girl, it's real." And the whole day I just felt myself I felt like something was lifting off of my colon. You know, when you say I don't know, you have to deep fry something, or maybe you grill a steak on a cast iron skillet or something like that. That's how your colon looks when that extra residue is just cooked on there until you get some Dawn. And well, you're not supposed to soak cast iron, you're supposed to season it, but I'm just saying, use the example with me. When that like soap starts lifting up the grease and you can actually wash it off, that's what's basically happening with your colon. That's what your digestive enzymes are doing. That's what your juice is doing. That's what the Himalayan, the psyllium husk and the Himalayan clay is what binds everything together to move it out. And so that picture I just showed you, that wasn't even half of what came out of me. That's just what I was able to finish out. And it's almost like it's not even gross anymore. It's like, oh my gosh, this looks like a freaking alien coming out of me. Wow, this was in me? This was in me? This is why I haven't been able to absorb the nutrients and vitamins and why I'm probably fatigued all the time. Even with the news of me sharing the house now, I'm just like, I have no resistance. Me 2 months ago would have had a freaking meltdown. I would have been so pissed. I would have been blaming somebody else. Girl, you're free to leave any situation you want. The goal is to be free to leave if it doesn't work out with if it doesn't work out for you. But what if this is a pivotal point in your life? You haven't even met this person. I just don't like sharing areas. I don't share well. But we about to get over that, And let this put a fire under your butt. If you truly believe you love to live, you value living alone, let this be inspiration and encouragement to do so. So yeah, I met with this girl. She was really cool, and she, she was in Utah. She was in Utah, but she's in Boise now. Um, And it's crazy how we just hit it off, and she was so curious, and I love that. She had the best laugh. I'm like, "Oh, I just love people that laugh in my presence." It makes me feel so good. It makes me wanna just wanna make me go harder. I just wanna hear you laugh. But yeah, so today was kinda off script, and I'm just talking about experiences. Life is still happening, people. Life is still happening, but how you react to it, how you have grace for yourself, how you actually listen to your body, my goodness, what a gift. My body's trusting me again. So it's releasing what we don't need. It's not reactive. It's looking it's looking for the best in every situation. But Raj, you gotta eat. He's okay. He's gonna do what he wants to. That's so wild. This girl's name is Raj, and my dog's name is Raj. Yeah. Anywho, day 33. Day 33. 33 is my lucky number. I'm a life path 3, soul path 3. 33 is how I know when I feel like I'm being communicated from a higher, like, realm. Um, I was just waiting waiting for a guy I used to talk to who lives right around the corner. I was waiting for his big old self to walk in. I'm like, "Would this be my luck? Like, would this be my fate?" Like, "Oh, hey." I may have hinted that I moved internationally to have, like, a clean break. But that wasn't the intention. It just, it's just gonna be in a different time space now. Girl, you get caught up. You gotta watch what you tell people because they could show up right next to you randomly, So how wonderful is that? Um, yeah, I'm pretty poops, you guys. Pretty poops, literally. But when I get here, it just feels all right. It feels all right. So yeah, day 33, I actually released mucoid plaque. And some people have been doing it for a week. Some people have done it for 2 weeks consistently. But it's safe to just go on your terms and be patient with yourself and know that it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. All right. That's all I got for you today. I love you so much. And we are still on the journey. I'm going to hopefully continue releasing mucoid plaque. I'm going to go shower and I'm going to be done for today. Thank you so much for sharing the sacred time and space with me. I hope that I can serve as a light and as encouragement for however you're choosing to advance your life, whatever addictions you're choosing to release. Um, I'm with you. God's with you. The universe got your back. Your ancestors got you. You know, sometimes we don't always need to see the physical. Is it rewards? The physical, you know what I'm trying to say. A lot of this is energetic and a lot of it's spiritual. I hate to break it to you, but it is. It is. Um, you never know what you'll find. So all I suggest is just keep an open mind and an open heart. And miracles can come in so many different ways as long as you remain open and not rigid and not too reactive. You can't help but bring in miracles. It's our natural way of conducting ourselves in this world. Magic should be normal. And I appreciate knowing that. So I love you. You know where to find me. I'll be here tomorrow, hopefully with some new, some new stuff. Girl, who you running from, girl? I just don't want to run no more. I don't want to hide. I don't want to run. I don't want to censor. I want to shrink. Only shrink in inflammation. Only shrink in like, body. But yeah, other than that, everything is expansive. Everything is expanding at a supernatural pace. And I'm here for it. Don't get whiplash. You better hold that neck. Hold that neck because we going. We going. All right. I love you so much. You got this. And let me know how you feel. If this video finds you, leave me a comment. Give me a question. You know, I'm patient in building my community. It's all good. I have no expectations. I didn't even think people would be even watching at this time. What a blessing. Catch me now before I get famous. Kind of joking, kind of not. It felt like truth in my body. And I made a video about that yesterday, about what feels true and what feels like deceit in your body. That's really important to know. All right, I'm getting croaky, so I will let you go. I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye now.